a year?
If we roll out one product a year, it makes millions. Right now we have 3 in-store shelves. We have the Magic Mesh, the Windshield Wonder, the EasyView HD, and we have the 4th one that is hitting on Q3 and Q4.
And then have you had any products that have, kind of goes on with that 5-year thing? Do you, when you know that you're probably going to drop off in 5 years, but there's still people that want it, does it go back to the inventor for upscaling or downscaling? And have you had any experience with things going upscale once they've been seen on TV?
Okay, the question is, once the life kind of comes and goes for as seen on TV, does the inventor get the rights back to do with whatever they want? Maybe keep selling it, or do we keep selling it?
Do you ever have anything that...
We generally don't. We generally, if it's still selling, then we keep it. And that's really a business metric. If enough dollars are still coming in, we want to keep the agreement going, and so do you. But the minute it drops low, like every product has a bell curve, and sometimes they go up. Okay, the minute it starts to drop for us, we don't really want to be involved anymore. We're turning our attention to the next winner. So at that point, the rights would revert back to the inventor. And, if the inventor wanted to continue to go it on their own, they have name recognition, and they can. And some do, but I don't know. My view, I don't have a wide view on that. But the view I do have is most of the inventors enjoy their money, and you don't see or hear from them again.
That's something else.
I mean, most of the time you got one shot to make it. And okay, so let me go here, and then I'm going to go on this side of the room. Go ahead.
Did you say that your company has brought a total of 4 products to market as seen on TV?
No, we've brought tons of products to market, but the biggest winners are the Jupiter Jack, the Magic Mesh, the EasyView HD, the one coming out. Those are the biggest winners that you would know of. There's lots and lots of singles, we call them, that come through. But, we really focus on the winners. The winners are where you want to be, and that's what's hard to get, is a winner. And we're kind of in a good time right now where it's all working. We've got everything sort of humming. The system is humming. So
Great.
Let me go over here. Yes.
Will you sign a non-disclosure agreement for the initial reviews?
Will I sign a non-disclosure agreement? Absolutely. We have too many good ideas. We don't need to steal ideas. I'll sign a non-disclosure agreement at any time. Other questions? Back here.
If a product passes the email test, what's the likelihood that it's going to pass the regional TV test?
If it passes the email, what's the likelihood that it'll pass? I'd say probably half of them drop off, maybe a little more. So the thing is, the 2-minute TV spot is the best predictor of success or failure. So when we can, we like to have the 2-minute TV spot. The data that comes from that is proving to be more accurate, but it costs more. It costs about $40,000 to put a 2-minute spot together and do the media buy and have all the test metrics and the web page and the IVR and all the systems that go in place. So, it's a greater risk, and generally what we like to do is put small amounts of money in, $5,000, and then if it fails and we say, oh my gosh, thank goodness we only lost $5,000 instead of 3 years and $100,000, and then if that pays off, then we put, another 5 in, and then a 10, and then a 40, and kind of manage it. Did that answer your question?
I was going to ask about long format, the difference. It seems to me that many of the long format concepts are higher priced. Do you do much in that work? Like Shark is a good example.
Products are higher priced, and no, it's not an area where I have any expertise at all. I think it's tough to make it in that, and I don't. I know some people that do that, but I don't really have any expertise in the long form at all. Question back there?
Just curious, the email phase, is that targeted like personal lists or your in-house proprietary list?
It's proprietary data, but it is targeted very specifically. It's uncanny. There have been a couple of times where the test data has come back, and I just didn't buy it. I just thought, no, that's a good product. I just can't believe people aren't buying that. And I've actually invested some of my own money and time, and we haven't. It kind of proved out that maybe I should have listened to the data. Back there?
You kind of mentioned best categories. Do you have, I mean, do you guys kind of put in some thought of problems worthy of being solved and kind of pitch those people to solve?
Say that again?
Do you identify problems that you think are worthy of being solved?
Oh.
That you think would be
Creativity.
good effort for an inventor to kind of steer people in the right direction?
Do we help people determine what products could be solved and steer people in the right?
Problems to be identified, problems worthy of being solved.
I would love to see more of that. Yeah, I think that's something perfect for your group here. And I have done that in Kansas City with our own Inventor Center. I did some co-inventing workshops, and I've kind of toyed with doing them online. I just haven't had the time, but I think your group here should do that. I do have several groups around the country that kind of have gotten together and formed their own little sort of band of idea pitchers, and they'll throw me ideas and they'll get together and brainstorm. And I'm going to do something like that here in just a minute, a creativity thing. Was there any other burning question before I go on? Okay.
I mean, if you're going to do a survey, it seems to me it would be, if a product is ahead of its time, then how the survey is implemented and how it's, you know, how it's approached, that may make a difference.
If a product's ahead of its time, would it make a difference in the survey? You know, you can always argue that, and that's something, when a test fails, the inventors always think, oh, it was the creative or it was something. But the data is uncannily accurate, but it's not accurate for all time. It's only accurate for this particular place and time, with this particular market segment, with this particular economic and every other kind of variable. So it does change over time. And that's where the art of innovation comes in. You know, the inventor really does need to have sort of a gut idea of where should I go with this product and what should I be doing. Because no matter what you do, you're going to spend time and money on your invention. You are. You're going to spend time and you're going to spend money on it. So you sort of have to learn as much as you can learn at the least possible cost. And, you know, these are the best groups, I think, to come and learn. But you got to have sort of an instinct, an intuition that you follow. You're putting your money down on a certain number and you're hoping that number hits. And, you know, that is the end of it all. So I do recommend, it's kind of like gambling in a way, and I don't recommend people put their 401ks in it and their savings. You know, there's other ways to do it, and I hate to see people gamble to that level. But there's also people that gambled to that level and it paid off. So, you know, whatever works, works.